The idea of a female player pathway, I guess it was always brewing, because we initially had the men's program, then a boys aspirational pathway program. And I guess even in those early days, there was a sense of, what about the girls?
To be able to enter a team or teams and a program into the Community Premier League, we needed to work out how our region compared with others for participation.
It was just absolutely visible that the girls needed the same opportunity that the boys had.
We need more of a challenge, and we definitely show the skill to have a bigger challenge.
I am Nathan Claridge. I'm the Technical Director at Bendigo City FC. My background in football goes way back to when I was 6-7 years old. I played at a relatively high level, ended early because of injury, and then got into coaching and became very, very involved with Bendigo City because I believed in what we're doing.
A little bit of changing conditions, but it'll still be slippery, all right? The most important thing today, we play, all right? We play a certain way, so that don't have to overthink that. You've just got to be on and play with heart, all right? Every moment, you've got to play like you want to win. Everyone's going to be coming at you because you're on top of the table, you're the team to beat, all right? So use that to your advantage. Be like, yeah, come at us, because we're going to give it straight back to you, all right?
My name is Glenn Springate, and my role at Bendigo City is Head of Female Football. I've coached here before in the boys space, and now I coach in the girls space. What we wanted to do is ultimately give them what the boys had.
And let's hold an information session which draws out from the local football community, parents, young players that are keen, that potentially have the ability. And of course the early sort of sessions to go, well, let's open a training session and see what talent is there.
I'm happy to be here training and trying out for Bendigo City.
My older brother plays for under-16s at Bendigo City, and I have the same opportunity as him.
Excited for Bendigo City as I can progress in my skill level, and the opportunities that Bendigo City will provide for me, I think it's very exciting.
So my name's Flanagan, and I started playing soccer when I was little, about 5, 6. My passion grew a bit more. I moved clubs and I played for Girton City. Enrolments for Bendigo City came out, tried out, and it went from there, and I was able to get in, and it was great.
As a parent on the outside looking in, initially the BCFC Pathways program was going to be elite. My name is Paul Flanagan, and I'm the parent of one of the under 15 girls, Ruby Flanagan. Look, all you want for your children as a parent is opportunity, and that's what this offered. The development in their skills, their approach to training, their professionalism, it was next level.
From the first session we had, a lot of comments that we're so grateful you're finally doing this. Almost like, what have you been waiting for? And I had to kind of at times not get into the conversation. Well, it's not us. Like, we haven't been the ones stopping it from happening. But it was those open training sessions without any true green light from FV, but us trying to assess the lay of the land. That was just, for me, the defining moment where this has to happen. Like, there's so much talent, there's so much energy, there's so much buy-in from parents. These teams will actually be competitive. They're good. These girls need the opportunity. So for me, that was probably a turning point to go, oh, this has to happen.
Talented and ambitious girls, but their football careers in Bendigo end at a grassroots level. Bendigo City Football Club submitted an application to fill one of 6 new teams in the Community Premier League, but its application was unsuccessful. Football Victoria was contacted for comment.
Bendigo City FC is being denied the opportunity to field any female teams in any Football Victoria competition. We responded with a fairly strong email to FV. We will not accept an outcome where Bendigo City FC female teams are denied the opportunity to play competitive football in Football Victoria's competitive structure.
What we were being told was, for me, my son could play in a club, but my daughter couldn't. And in this day and age, it can't be a thing. It really cannot be a thing.
Made me feel quite envious, like watching the boys be able to train, have a team, play a game every weekend. Yeah, it was quite hard, tricky for us girls to take that.
We've just got to buckle down and go through the process.
The girls just wanted to play football. They just wanted to play at a high level.
These 40-odd girls see FFV as a huge villain and not the guiding light hero they are searching for. The first application for the licence for the program had been knocked back. And that was disheartening because these girls were invested. They'd already been a month or so into the program, and they'd also moved away from their local clubs. So it was a full investment into this.
It's not reasonable that there are young talented girls, especially with the rise of the Matildas and just the opportunities opening up for girls in football. It's just not right that local girls in Bendigo don't have an opportunity to play or to be involved in football at a level that opens doors for them.
We were a little bit despondent, but that quickly changed the way Nathan and Glenn sold it to us that just wouldn't be accepted.
So it was difficult, it was challenging. We took the approach that let's just be honest and let's just be transparent with our parents and our players.
Initially we were told that our program, or the region, wasn't quite ready. Perhaps we should do a training program first of all. But that really flew in the face of the data that we found. Did the research, got the data, and quickly worked out that our numbers were larger, and soon become really clear that we should be up in the CPL basically.
Female footballers in Bendigo as a region are being denied any meaningful football opportunity or pathway beyond the lowest level local community participation-based competition.
It made us question whether girls in regional areas even mattered.
These girls are relying on us, on me to do this, can I do it for them? And all of a sudden, you'd do a media interview, that would lead to not only support from media, but then support from people in the community.
And it went from a football-based issue to a community movement.
The frustration in the community was almost boiling over, the frustration with the coaches in the club here. So many moments of parents texting or emailing, can we do a thing? I know a politician, I know someone on the radio.
So that was hugely energising when you're kind of at the forefront of trying to battle it and deal with it. Like those little moments just gave you the energy to keep going. There's always just this sense of camaraderie, like we're in this together. And so it was this kind of buoyancy in amongst the turmoil that you're like, okay, all right, there is widespread support for this. That can help us. But to be honest, it also got to the right people. Watch your phone in the next few minutes, you're gonna get a phone call. It's good news. And I remember taking that phone call from the President of Football Victoria, basically saying things have been resolved, the right outcome's been achieved, and you'll get official, in 24 hours, you'll get an official letter from us.
Just to get that email and the relief, it was almost like we got a phone call first, and both Nathan and I didn't want to believe the phone call, so we had to wait for the email to come through.
I think one of the most exciting, happy, just like loveliest, best moments of my life was walking into this pavilion knowing that all those girls, all those families, everyone who's been on the journey was coming in, and we were about to tell them that Football Victoria has given us the green light that we're in.
And we had no idea which way it was going to go. And I remember saying to another parent, John, who was sitting next to me, and I pointed across the room, and I was either the secretary or the president had their phone out, and they were pointing across the room at someone else to get their phone out. And I leant across to John and I said, you don't film a third knockback, you film a success. I think they've actually done this. I think we've actually done this.
But we brought everyone here to tell you that the sentence that made the most difference was that Football Victoria would like to congratulate you on your acceptance into the Community Premier League for season 2025.
Across the room, I remember seeing parents high-fiving, and just then the applause, you know, the applause kind of wanes and then it just kicks in again and everyone kept applauding. That moment for me when it kept applauding and everyone was like, it's kicked in, it's actually real now, it was incredible. Yeah, amazing.
Brought us more together as a team, like It was a great bonding moment for us girls. There's an opportunity to have a pathway in Bendigo instead of driving all the way to Melbourne.
We get comments from other clubs saying, you know, these girls are NPL quality, this is an outstanding program. Yeah, at this point, it's a mix of relief, excitement and pride. There's so many moments where I feel absolute pride. But then it's also this, what's possible in the next chapter. And I think that's what drives us is, all right, this has been amazing, but these girls are capable of more. This region is capable of more. Like, we can really elevate the program, we can elevate the girls, we can see future Matildas come out of this program 100%. So I think now at this point it's excitement, but it's extra drive to keep going.
Being able to have better coaching, like, it's improved our skills so much, and it's given these girls so many opportunities to play higher levels, and they could go off and play the Matildas one day, you never know.
In a regional first, Bendigo City and Murray United girls will clash at the home of the Matildas. Under 13s, 15s and 17s will play their round 14 matches.
We're a grand old team, we sing, and if you know the history, it's enough to make your heart go, oh! We don't care what the other team says, for what the hell do we care? For all we know, there's going to be a show and the Bendigo girls will be there. Was it one? Yes! How do we do it? Easy! Sha-la-la-la-la! All the Bendigo girls! Sha-la-la-la-la! All the Bendigo girls!
Go George Clooney, to be fair.
For you?
Oh, look at the hair.
Yeah, no, I would have gone, no, I would have liked to have gone Brad Pitt once upon a time.
Good luck. Like a wish version of Brad Pitt.
No, probably, I don't even know. We've got similar hair.
No,
We're going to look similar.
No, it's good.
Yeah, maybe some new up and coming superstar.
I'll go George Clooney, I reckon.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll stick with Brad.
All right.
He's a legend.
Thank you.